Welcome back. First of all, Brandi, I just want to say, are you feeling safe? Are you feeling secure? Because again, this is a safe space. You are not being judged here. We are just trying to evaluate where your mental is at, so we can make sure you're presenting the best version of Brandi to the public, okay, to society. Now, do you have any questions before we get started? You know I always leave room for questions. Okay, don't worry, we're gonna have a good time. I just have a couple of questions for you here. Wanted to run through them real quick just to, do a quick mental health assessment, just a psychological check on how you're doing as a mom, as a person, and, just see where your head's at. So, do you give all of your attention, your money, all your resources? Do you give your all to your kids? Do you, section off a portion of that to yourself? Do you give your all to your kids? Basically, just yes or no. Me personally, I can't give my all to my kids because I have to give some to work. I have to give some to my relationship, whatever. So if you don't give your all to your kids, can you just give me a percentage of your energy? Okay, good, Brandi. And do you set aside any rest days for yourself? Do you have any self-care days, vacations lined up for yourself, maybe you and the kids? Do you have just time where you get to not be a mom? Okay, and who watches your kids when you're not watching them? I know it's when you don't have a support system, when you don't have a village, and some people call it, it's very hard to get out of parent mode or mom mode. So who watches your kids when you're not watching them? Who gives you that secure feeling, that peace of mind? Some people do say grandparents. So, and Brandi, just hypothetically speaking, if you could go back in time, and do it all over again, would you make these same choices that led you here with these kids as a single mother, or would you make different decisions? Try to end up, a co-parenting household, or would you do it over again but make little changes? You just put yourself in that, mind space. Would I go back in time and answer that question for me? What do you do for yourself? What are your hobbies? What is stuff you put aside for Brandi time? Me, I love binge watching movies. I love a good movie marathon, especially horror or suspense thriller. And I also like TV shows, but I'd say I'm more of like a movie binger. Okay. Okay, Brandi, and do you date yourself? Like, do you treat yourself to nice things, nice dinners? Do you take care of yourself as somebody else would take care of you? You have to love yourself first before anybody's going to love you properly. You need to, look within, look at your mirror and say, what do I not love about myself that I can now embrace and love to move forward in life, to push, to excel beyond my own insecurities and love my insecurities more than I love the things that I already embrace about myself. So give that some thought. And make sure you put some stuff aside for you, whether that's coloring, knitting, crocheting, painting, whatever, what gets your outlet out and letting. Anyways, Brandi, let's just do a quick mental health check-in on a scale of 1 being my mental health is at the worst it's ever been in my life, and 10 being I'm doing great. Where are you in that scale? Oh. And what steps, Brandi, do you want to take? We can walk through this process together as therapist to patient. Being a single mother, what steps do you need to take in order to put yourself in a better headspace? Not only for yourself, but for the kids. What kind of message do you think you're imparting on them if you're not at your best self, okay? So let's just take a deep breath in, okay? And end the session on some deep breaths. Okay, here we go. Take my hands. Take my hands. Ready? In and out. In. Deep breath out. Good, Brandi. Ready? Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Okay, Brandi, you are capable. You are strong. You're safe. And you've got this. You've got the world at your fingertips. The world is an oyster. succeed in every aspect, especially